Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news update as they drop all over the world. So for now, I almost start today's show. So happy Sunday, by the way. So we'll get into the show. Now, based on today we play FA Cup against Wigan Athletic. So Odegaard, based on captain now, Odegaard come to talk about the game. He gets how the game go. So he come to talk say we won't win this FA Cup because this now one of the competition we say we know they really go far for this competition. So maybe we know they really take them serious in the past. You get, but this time around, the FA Cup is a big target for us. This group of players haven't had a run in this competition, and it's definitely something we want to do. We know we can do better in this particular competition. So me, I like the fact that yes, they see every competition as something they can win, a good thing, you get. So I wish them all the best because when you look at today's game, I know Arteta go do wholesale changes. That one no mean say some kind of important players no go dey for the first 11 they go dey, you get. So it's a game we expect to win, especially when you look at every other person where they win their own. So Moko enter like the fifth round or something. So Mo just win our own game today and let's look ahead and see what we can actually achieve this season. Now, Odegaard, based on say enter with the playing the give some notes. So Odegaard said, can we talk about the match we will play against Brentford? He gets very, very important. I see what's in the talk and it really it touched me. Now, Odegaard say we should have been better at not conceding too many set pieces and throw-ins because we already know say every throw-in is a set piece. So we supposed to not give them much room. That's why many people dey vex say why but Abukai Saka do that throwing where they take launch and they equalize, you know. A lot of people were actually angry, but it is fine. So he say we would need to do better when the ball comes into the box. Even himself first gets because even they explain for us and when you want tackle the ball before they score that the equalizer, he can basically kick somebody. So that would really affect them. If we read the statements what they got make it say on Friday the morning omo say im leg come dey pain am like mad, e come dey feel say shey dis one na another big injury again, but thank God as of today the thing don calm down, e don dey okay. But whether Arteta go still play am na I never really know because for me I go say make dem still bench Odegaard make dem play that Eberechi. Dat boy needs confidence. Dat boy dem need to give am back im mojo, and na all dis type of game na im go take get im mojo. Maybe im go score brace now for dis kind game. Make dem play dat Eberechi because we need all dis people for the running wey we dey enter. So Odegaard we know say e dey body, Odegaard enter that game everywhere change. So dis Eberechi gone. I don't know, maybe we dey play am for the wrong position because all of us wey dey clamour for number 10, it's looking like that number 10 sef no be where e suppose to dey play. So maybe Arteta go look for a new role for am, make him play. If na to give am more game time for that left, make we see whether im go play that left. You get, or maybe in fact shey time never reach wey we go come dey talk about change of formation like a 4-2-3-1 make Odegaard just dey directly behind Gyökeres because this our 4-3-3, 4-3-3, 4-3-3. E show say that formation we never outgrow am. Like me, I just dey think out loud now. E show say we never outgrow that formation. Like is it not high time for us to change? What about a 4-4-2? Gyökeres and Gabriel Jesus in the forward row. Like I just are supposed to dey think all this thing. Make we no get tunnel vision in terms of formation. Na wetin me just dey think you get, but na Arteta get the final say like I will always say. Now move ahead. So Martin Odegaard on his injury picture, like I just explained, say hopefully it's not too bad. I will see how it goes in the build up to today's game and over the next few days. I tried to clear the ball as it came down, but instead I kicked into a player a bit and ended up overstretching my leg, which pinched the knee. I was able to carry on, but on Friday morning it was very sore, so I was worried, of course. But thankfully, it looks like it's not too bad. Yes. So hopefully, a few more days, Odegaard will do okay. Hopefully, yes. That's the more reason why I'm supposed to even rest am today. Make the thing recover well. If you don't get some swelling, make the thing go down well because we are going to need him against Wolves. That Wolves game. On paper, I go to look say, Wolves dey 20 now. So what's the worst that can happen? Baba, 20 at the Molini Stadium. You know what it is, you nobody's expecting a draw or a loss in that game. Everybody's expecting a win, not just a win, a convincing win. Now everybody they expect. but that one's still for front. Now, away from that, so Alan Shearer, when he named Arsenal player, wey in his opinion looks lost under Mikel Arteta, and I lis ten to him say by the talk, everybody dey say am, you sef you dey notice am. So he say Arsenal have one of the strongest squads in Premier League, but Alan Shearer feels Eberechi look lost at the Gunners. Like he no know wetin dey do. Eze looks lost. It's remarkably, really, isn't it? The guy we are talking about who scored the hat trick in the North London Derby, everyone was thinking, wow, what a player he is, and what a time he's going to have at Arsenal. The way he sort of walked out full of confidence in the Arsenal Stadium where he got his move, and it looked as if it was a natural fit and belonged there. But he looked against Brentford, he looked as if he needed the world to swallow him up. He didn't look comfortable at all. He won't be in the England squad if he's going to be playing. If he's not going to be playing, rather. I think that was his first start from mid-December last year as well. He hardly had any starts as well, and that has come to change. If he's going to get in the England squad, he will be starting at Arsenal regularly. Now, Shearer said Mikel Arteta has got one or two things that he needs to iron out. I mean, the situation with Ibericheze versus Brentford was surprising a bit because it seems lost, or at least he did in the game. He took him off at halftime and they got a little bit better. They put more pressure on Brentford and they got their goal. So, but I thought Brentford were worth their points at least. And nobody should have get this opinion. Many people get this particular opinion. That's why I feel today game still give Ibericheze that, like they give him that game. If not to follow and talk, the more. Let am make it. I don't know that pressure dey for him body. Maybe in the field say this first season I need to show myself, especially with the World Cup coming. I just dey pity for am, yeah, because this is not the Eberechi I clamored for to come to Arsenal, but I still know that Eberechi is still in that body. So for some reason he's not displaying that traits, but that person dey there. So me, I just put am under form. See, just dey in form, and that can be corrected. So now Arteta go know wetin go follow. Though Arteta sef don try to defend am say he came into a new club, so it can happen. You get, e dey happen wella. So well, more just see. At the end of the day, we dey pray for am make him get better. Now BBC Sports put out two particular reports. Is Zubimendi the best Arsenal player? And whether Zubimendi go help Arsenal win the league? Like I praise Zubimendi, talk many things. I read the report. So now very fantastic report. So Mikel Arteta recently hinted that Arsenal's best player is somebody who has only been at the club in a matter of 6 months. Summer signing Martin Zubimendi. Now the report is very long. They can't explain how Zubimendi they link up Arsenal play, how they receive passes from David Raya. They distribute like many pictures do for their reports. How the guy they link up, how the guy they go forward, how they do balance between in defensive midfield duties and the attacking side of things. Like the guy is doing so. That's why in the score many goals, more than he don't score for Real Sociedad in many years. Get. So the guy is very important in the way Arsenal build up play. And I don't go lie for you, he deserves all the praises he's getting. Even though in some games, a lot of people feel his mistakes have cost us some goals. But like I always say here, you don't throw the baby and the bathwater away. So the positives when don't bring to us now obviously outweigh the negatives when don't bring. Come on, it's a mistake. Sometimes he go put some mistakes. But what about the goals that he scores, the screamers get, when they give us get? So at the end of the season, I will tell you for free that this is one player that came into Arsenal and he hit the ground running. This is not something you see all the time. There are many players that came here. At the end of the day, they hit the ground running, and we are waiting for them to actually show us why they came here. But Zubimendi, before he came here, many people felt he was not going to be able to replace Thomas Partey, but here he is doing just that. I don't think anybody will complain, oh, Thomas Partey, you get, because this guy has come in, he has done so well for himself. First season. Think I'm na first season. So I dey very happy for am. You get. Now what you would expect Gyökeres and Eberechezes of this world to do in their first season. You get, but they never really give us that vibe. Now, based on the match Liverpool play against Brighton yesterday, they beat Brighton. So the media come dey talk about this particular Brighton fan wey dress up in the costume of a seagull. So they say it's going to be a long journey home for the Brighton fan because all the Brighton fans just dey quiet, they were not happy. It is just very funny. And Real Madrid sef beat Real Sociedad yesterday. Now the media, let me see how media dey change story. Now Fede Valverde, dem substitute am for match. He can't come outside, can't kick one cooler. We don't have bottle water they I don't know what they there. He kick the cooler. Now the media narrative is say Fede Valverde they unhappy after being substituted for that match. Now for the Valverde, after I got the correct them say no, not be because of substituting the vex, because he went on LG and said, "Calm down, amigos. It's not the icebox fault for me regretting not shooting on at goal." So it gets situation where he say he's supposed to shoot, he no shoot. So now wetin in the regret. So he was not angry at Abelua, say Abelua remove am. So that brings you to how the media can change something wey you no know. Don put an unverified information out there. So I dey happy say Fede come outside to set the record straight. E get some players wey go be dem go ignore am, dem no go come outside come talk, get, they will just free the matter. So away from that, make we quickly bring you a message from one of our sponsors in Mobile World Associates and Co Limited. So they're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, call them on +234 8064642234, and they're located at number 7 Ekeniwa Road, or Razi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of their services, please do reach out to them. Also, we could bring you a message from another of our sponsors, what they call Leaders Educational Services and Tours Limited. So if you get plans to go to UK, go do your masters, get carry your family go, make you reach out to them so they can help you with admission assistance, show you exciting courses that are available, work study opportunities, visa processing. Apply today and they'll help you out. So if you're interested, you can reach out to them on 091 3637 8252 or 080659 33339, and their website is www.leadersedutourlimited.com, and their office address is shop 206/207 Road 5 beside Stanbic Bank Ikota Shopping Complex, VGC Lekki Ajah, Lagos, Nigeria. So if you're interested, get in touch with them ASAP. Now away from that, so Michael Owen got to talk say this £64 million player wey Arsenal sign, say e no be the answer to the Premier League title race. So obviously, we know say na Gyökeres dey talk about. Michael Owen has doubts about whether Gyökeres can be the difference maker for Arsenal in the final months of the Premier League title race. Now, when you read the entirety of the report, Owen say he's not for me. He gets. Owen, the UK ambassador for the online casino comparison site, casino.org, was telling the Metro when they were asking him about Gyökeres. He said, "Listen, I don't mind him. I think he'll definitely be a source of goals if you play him in every game. But then again, I could probably play in every game for Arsenal. They are the best team at the moment and create a lot of chances." False. He said this Arsenal create a lot of chances. This is a myth. We don't put that thing for our subconscious to dey believe and say we create a lot of chances. But I know they see those chances. Where the chances dey? Maybe na before we dey create those chances when we never get number 9. But now, Baba, how many chances we dey create per game, clear cuts on a platter of gold? Nothing. So I no want to hear that thing again. Say Arsenal creating a lot of, create am for where? No be the same match wey dey watch. Where are they creating it? In which games? They create that many chances. Create it for who? That's what I'm asking. We are creating many chances for who? Who create them? May nobody gaslight me at all, and don't let anybody gaslight you. We are not. We are where we are by the grace of God. That is why it will look the people wey dey score for us. It will say our forward players, nothing to write home about. Our creative players, nothing to. You see this season, this can be regarded as one of the worst seasons where I don't see for Arsenal, even though it is the season that we are playing well and striving hard to go and win the league. Because in terms of productivity of our attacking players and creative players, it can't be compared to other seasons. I understand the argument of, yes, the way people set up against us, but when you look at the numbers, when they score goals, but who are scoring the goals? How many goals Saka get this season? How many goals Trossard get this season? How many goals Gyökeres get this season? How many goals Martinelli gets? How many goals Odegaard gets? How many goals Eze gets? How many goals Madueke gets? These are the forward players. Look at their outputs. Compare it to somebody who won't win the league. You know that type of output the person is supposed to get? No, we are like an exception to the rule. The general rule does not support what we are doing. We are an exception, and we can still win the league being an exception. That's why the ESPN will come out and say, if Arsenal win the league, They will be one of the worst winners of the league based on their productivity, but we don't care. Our own na, even if na defenders dey score the goal for us, make dem dey score am the goal, at the end of the day make dem carry the title to give us, oya egba, eti win here, we will celebrate. That is just the truth. So when I see that report from ON say we are creating wetin? How many chances dey create for our number 9? Even Gabriel Jesus go, how many chances dey create for am per match compared to wetin Man City dey create for Haaland, compared to wetin Barca dey create for Lewandowski, wetin all those Inter Milan dey create for Lautaro or Atletico, like shey make I dey mention, compared to wetin Bayern dey create for Harry Kane. Shey you dey whine me? So I no wan dey take ear hear that thing. Now continue on this report. Omekori talk say, but is he the answer to Arsenal? I'm not so sure. He's certainly an asset to the team, yes. You would expect paying 60 million for a striker for him to be the standard striker, the go-to player, but I don't know. Owen continued, I think if the Champions League final was tomorrow, would Mikel Arteta play him or would he pick Jesus or Harvard? Truth is, Arteta might play Gyökeres. In case anybody don't even know, Gyökeres is our number 1 striker. It is not up for debate. He's our number 1, but he go get some teams wey be say in profile no go dey needed. We go need Gabriel Jesus. Yes, it will happen. If say Havertz dey okay now, you go get some games wey be say na Havertz go play. And apart from that, also understand that rotation is key. Gyökeres cannot play every game. Based on resting policy, he go rest sometimes. You get why dem no bring in Gabriel Jesus for against Brentford? Because his profile is not needed. That game no be game of tiki taka. That game na war. If you bring am, you dey shoot yourself in the foot. That's just the truth. You will get bullied. You get. You no go fit do any other play wey the agbára dey. So, but people like Makeowan will not understand that. Get now, yes, he's an asset, but I'm wanting more. Obviously, every Arsenal fan wants more, expecting more. If I'm an Arsenal fan, now that's not to say it's been a flop. Thank you for that. That's not to say it's a flop. He's obviously very capable. He's good in front of goal. I love that opinion. Yes, it's not a flop, but we all want more. Mr. wants more from Gyökeres. At the same time, the service to him is not enough. You know, go talk say, okay, they create 1 chance, and 1 chance when they create for him per match, but I create like 4 chances. If like say people know say if they give you, have you ever gone to YouTube to search for compilation of the misses, goals where Eliala miss, the compilation, you go mad. But he's still regarded as the best striker in the world. But if you see the goals when they miss, you see Eliala, you see Darwin Núñez, you see Oli Watkins, they miss chance like water, but still here they score more. Why? Because the creative people behind them create more chances for them. So even if they create 5, they miss 3, they score 2. Nobody remembers the 3 they miss. Now the calculation be that. That's what it just be. Now, moving forward, Chris Sutton going to talk about the game we won't play today against Wigan. So he say for him, in the Arsenal beating Wigan 2-0. Say, we don't even not 2-0, I mean 3-0, he won't put themselves. We can even check them again. Okay, 3-0. It's not 3-0 in the sea. Obviously, this match will be like training. We play cup, come on. Now, Sevilla did something surprising to me. They post on social media after them play Alaves. So Sevilla score from corner. Now, Sevilla admin can go on Twitter, can post say, the away side do an Arsenal and score from the corner. Everybody, the whole world, everybody don't say Arsenal are corner kings. So we good die. Now, talking about today's game, nothing much to talk about. A small match now. Only person want to talk about Wigan. So there's nothing special. Just go there, win the game, come out. No be anything. If I see 7-0, I know go surprised. If I see 1-0, I go surprised. Because you're supposed to take these people, boost up your morale, build momentum ahead of the Wolves game. Now, what me they see, yes. Now, Pep Guardiola going to demand common sense rule change after Man City start ban. Pep still dey talk. Say the FA make dem do something about this that final wey dem go play against Arsenal. Maguire has to play. Na common sense. Indirectly saying if Maguire does not play, then the FA, the people dey in charge, the FA, the Carabao Cup people, they don't have common sense. That's what is indirectly saying. But more dey see how that one sef go. Another thing wey I come dey see na say Liverpool don be the front runners in the race to sign Man City in the sign Newcastle player Anthony Gordon. Say na 95 million. So say well, I just asked myself they're interested in the guy. So more just they try to proof up everything, you know, to listen. So my dear followers, I think the find place also in the show. Just like come your way later in the evening to give you the evening news. Then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day and get out. All right, guys.